welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ivy, your lovely spider host, and today we're doing another mythology thing. So, as you know, last time we did the gals of this group. We did some really cute pretty ladies, because that's my specialty. But believe it or not, I can draw guys. A lot of people are surprised I draw guys. It's just kind of funny because, like, yes, I can draw male anatomy, I guess, but a lot of people are like, "You can draw guys, but you mainly draw girls." I'm confused, and I'm just kind of like, "Well, yes, I just prefer to draw pretty lady because I have the big gay." So, generally speaking, I like drawing, pretty ladies, but, today we're drawing big, beefy men. So, today we're starting off with the Minotaur, the Cyclops, a Harpy, which is they, them, a Harpy character, what else? Cerberus and Hydra. So that's gonna be fun, and let's get into it. So starting off, we have our lovely, handsome Minotaur. I actually think that the Minotaur story is kind of sad because there's I don't know. I feel like the Minotaur is just kind of like there vibing. Like, of course, like his mom was cursed, but like that doesn't make him a bad guy. He's just trying to vibe in his labyrinth that he's kind of been banished to. So I imagine him being generally a big sweetheart, a little misunderstood, a little beefy and intimidating. He also has a little chub. You can tell that he has a chubby little belly, because I like doing interesting body types, but he got some chonk to him. So we love and appreciate the chonk in this household. Everybody got a little chonk, and that's okay. So I gave him a big braided kind of hair thingy because I thought that would be interesting, and I made him really interesting. I also gave him white spots because I believe in the mythology it's supposed to be like a white cow that his mom falls in love with because the cow wasn't offered to Poseidon as tribute. Because obviously it's like, oh, it's my most prized cow, I'm gonna keep it away from Poseidon. Poseidon's like, no, you're keeping my tribute, you're keeping my perfect cow away from me, so I'm gonna make your wife fall in love with the cow. And that's kind of how that happened. It's weird. Of course, mythology is very weird. There's a lot of weird topics in them where people are either falling in love with their siblings or people are harming animals, and that's not cool. But the Minotaur, he's innocent in all of this. He didn't ask for this, and I gave him some scars, like some battle wounds and stuff, and I made his little outfit kind of interesting. I didn't know what to give him for an outfit, so I just kind of gave him this. But I think he turned out really cool, really awesome, and yeah, I like the cow man. So I had a lot of ideas for like a lot of different things I could give like each of the routes in a way. So again, this is like a general idea for a dating sim. I imagine, like, again, you have your own character creation, and maybe like the character that you're maybe your monster gal is made, or monster gal or guy or non-binary person is made into. Like, you can be any monster you can probably think of from mythology, at least Greek mythology, because this is a Greek mythology dating sim. I imagine you can basically choose whatever you want, but somehow it plays a little role in how you interact with some of the characters and how it leads to different routes. So I've kind of thought of that. I'd have to like get my plans all out on paper on what kind of specific creatures I'd want as the character creation part, but I want to give you guys free reign to design your MC, basically. I thought that would be cool. So here is Big Scary Cyclops. I couldn't figure out the hairstyle for the life of myself, and most Cyclops are kind of seen as bald, not so attractive, creatures in mythology, so, obviously I was just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna make him actually a big sweet babe. I thought, in a way, he could be a big sweetheart. So he looks mean and intimidating. He's missing an arm, so he's an amputee. But in reality, he may look big, mean, and scary, but he's actually just a big, sweet little guy. He just wants to take care of his sheeps. He wants to make sure nobody harms his special little sheeps, because those are his sheeps. I imagine he likes to sleep next to his sheeps, and he just protects them, and he's actually just a big gentle giant. But obviously he's gotten into a fight with mortals, which is why he has skulls decorating him, random teeth to show like he's fought off wolves and stuff, and then also a missing arm because he lost his arm due to fighting with mortals. But I think he's really cool. I like the idea of like still like I didn't really like the idea of like a big eye in the middle of the forehead. I couldn't figure out how to draw that, so I was like, I'm gonna give him an eye on the side of his head, and on his other eye he's just gonna have a big old spike, because again, a lot of Cyclopses are depicted with like giant weird spikes or horns popping out of their heads. So I was just like, okay, screw it, we're gonna give him a spike in the side of his head. And I actually really like the color palette I gave him. It's more of a muted color palette, but I think it worked out really well with him. I'd have to figure out names for some of the ones that don't really have names, or don't have like iconic mythology based stuff with them. I don't think I'll make this like the one in the Odyssey, because obviously he turns blind. I don't know, I'd have to think of what I would want to do. So this is our non-binary person of the day. We love them so much. They are a little harpy, and I thought they were very cool, very neat. And I actually got through a lot of the line art and sketches and other things pretty quickly with these. I wanted to give them more of a brown color palette because I wanted to make it more of a natural bird, and not really kind of like what's going on with my little mythology thing for my world, where I have Riven, which are more based off of colorful jungle birds and stuff. So harpies actually are generally depicted as feminine or females, and so I thought having a non-binary or maybe a demi-boy themed harpy would be interesting. So obviously I thought that would be cool. Obviously I kind of had a lot of fun with the bird aspect of it. I like drawing birds sometimes. Also the feathers and all that fun stuff is really fun to draw just in general. You can tell I really like drawing wings. And I also gave them the little like floofy bronze feathers that I give my Riven in obviously my own world, where I make up the mythology and some of the creatures. But I just thought that would be a cool little touch, where they have the floofy ear thingies that protrude from their heads. But I actually ended up really liking this design a lot for them, and I'd have to come up with a name for them. So maybe suggest like Greek names in the comments for them. I don't know what I'm gonna name them, but I'm gonna figure it out. And here is our boy Cerberus. Cerberus is somewhat funny to me. So the middle head is like the primary head. He has all the, you know, he's the main thinker. He knows what he's doing. A lefty is a little goofball. He doesn't know what he's doing half the time. He doesn't have very smart brain. He doesn't he's hyper. He's like, oh, treat, oh, squirrel. He's like, oh, squirrel. But basically I thought of that for lefty, and then righty, which is the right head, is actually more shy, more gentle, more, I don't know what we're doing half the time, but I don't want to like say anything because I'm gonna get bullied by the middle head. And I just thought that would be funny. And I actually really ended up liking this design a lot. I feel like I made like the side on actually the side that I'm on, like right here, you see where my bow's pointing, like right where the floof, like I don't know how to explain it, right where the skull meets like the little band area. I think I made that a little too obscure and he just kind of looks weird in his little, what would it be, a toga? I don't know what it'd be called. I don't think it's a toga. It's like, because Greek outfits more have like, it's more like fabric that they drape on themselves and then they tie in certain places and it drapes a certain way, and it, like, it's interesting. I have to figure out what the specific style of, I don't think it would be called a toga. I don't know what it would be called. I'd have to think of what the specific version of the thing I referenced would be called. I think they're generally referred to as togas, but I might be completely wrong. I might be thinking of another thing. But Cerberus is a big conglomerate of emotions, and they're big, silly energy because they fight with each other. And I love them all. And then Hydra. Hydra, I specifically added for my friend Dove. So Dove likes playing a lot of dating sim games, and there's this one game, I don't remember what it's called, but it was based off of like Mythology themed stuff. And their favorite character was Hydra. And so I'm like, I'll add a Hydra character just for you, Dove. And so Hydra was born. I had a lot of fun, kind of kooky ideas. I feel like he gives off himbo energy, so he definitely is himbo-esque in nature. And he's very silly. He's very like, I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I'm just vibing here. I'm doing my own thing. I'm hanging out. I'm being cool. I'm being silly. And I really, really love how they turned out. I made them more centaur-esque, obviously, because I feel like making a character that's mainly animalistic with some human anthropomorphism, you know, like I obviously like I wanted to add some anthropomorphism. I didn't want to make them completely, I don't know, I could have drawn them as a furry and then Squishy would call me a furry. I'm already called a furry by my friends because I have one furry for Sona. I have a furry esque Sona. It's I have to show her, but her name is Tootsie, and she's based off of a calico cat, and I made her like a little werecat or something. So I'm already called a furry by my friends, and I'm okay with that. I have nothing against furries, honestly, but I wanted to make sure like I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to make them just straight up a furry. I don't know, like I guess they're part furry because they have two little dragon heads and like most of their body is a dragon-esque beast, but I don't know, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Do you see these eyes? There's nothing behind them. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. I'm just here, I'm just drawing, and I make silly characters like this. So, yeah. This is Hydra. He's very silly. I drew all the scales and stuff, and it ended up turning out really cool. Here's Minotaur, look at him, yay! Here's Cyclops, yay! Here's Harpy, yay! And here's Cerberus, yay! And here's, last but not least, Hydra. Thank you so much for watching my video. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just posting for you guys and I'm rambling. I'm being silly, and that's what you get from me. So, thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'm working really hard to make more exciting content for you guys. more gonna be OC based because I'm more passionate about my OCs than anything else, and maybe just designing new OCs. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!